88 Zobel, and for now I am the crew. At a certain point I said, what else is there available that has these performance aspects to it that's in range for someone to be able to handle single-handedly and convert into a home studio that I can sail around the world and continue living my dream. And this was the perfect solution to the dream. So it was a little bit of a process. I think the first, I must have started looking at tons of awards, catalogs of different kinds of catamaran, and honestly, when I found the Outremer 45, it seemed like the absolute perfect balance in between space and comfort and performance and something I could put my whole life into. I think my first impression of when I met Mathieu and Victor and the guys at the office was how humble they were. The first thing, you know, how they received me, how they took time aside to sit down with me and make sure I was making all the right choices in terms of configuration, in terms of the right boat. So seeing something that was so prestigious put together with the love and care that I got from everyone that worked on the office, man, I was absolutely sold, you know. I think the day after they took me out, I can't remember if we took out a 4X or 45, but man, the moment we went out and we were doing close to wind speed, I was mind blown about absolutely everything. So for me, it was a no-brainer. Simplicity, performance, family, dream. I think those would be the best ways to describe the Outremer. Well, I haven't had sailboats of my own. I've grown up in 17, 18 meter aluminum brusfar that my dad put together with my mother when I was a kid. So every year I would spend a few months living with him on board. So a few years every year on monohulls, working in sail schools, smaller versions of the hobby cats, all that stuff. However, this is the first time I own a boat of my own. Yeah, of course I did 2 of them. It was an extremely fun experience both times around. It was really nice to be able to have a general training on everything that you could need on board. I'm a certified offshore medic right now. I've always had a sense of wanting to care and do stuff. I'm a dive master, so everything, a lot of the licenses I've had have come with a certain basic level of safety and rescue. But over here, I learned from fixing a collapsed lung to putting stitches to, so not only was it a really good experience in terms of starting to mix with the community of Outremer, it was really nice to be able to polish and come out with real life experience on some of the most basic things that you're going to need on board. Well, one thing is to know how to sail a boat, and another one is to be able to look what part of the engine, when you have an engine failure, that you have to be able to fix or detect. Or it was an extremely nice event to start to get a well-rounded knowledge of everything aside from the obvious, which is the sailing that comes with the world. The name of the boat is Kaikoa. I was about to go. I have a huge love for Polynesia. I was about to go there and I pulled out a long list of Polynesian names to see if I could find something. I pulled out the neighbors, the Hawaiian names, and I wanted a combination of words that represented me, my dream, my project, and that was available.com. And I say, what is the meaning of Kai? Ocean. Of course, that's the best. Okay, my life revolves around the ocean. And what does it go together with? And I saw koa. And koa is the wood that they built the hokulea with. The hokulea is the first catamaran that the Hawaiians used to travel from Polynesia to Hawaii. Excuse me, it's the other way around. Kai meaning ocean, koa meaning wood, ocean and earth. The putting together, I couldn't believe when those two came together. So that's where Kaikoa comes from.